All right, so let's get into our program for this afternoon. We start from the United Kingdom as the UK government has issued a statement banning international health workers and caregivers from bringing their dependents to the country on work visas. Now, according to the statement which was released on Monday this week, the United Kingdom said the ban was part of the plans to reduce migration. This was announced by the Secretary of State for the Home Department, James Cleverly, in a statement on the Home Office X account. Now, if I am to paraphrase the statement and translate it into what you and I understand, Nigerians, we're too many in the UK, and this is one of the measures to actually have some of us stay back. What do you think, Mr. Adigbenro?
Well, it's two ways. If you look at UK that colonized us, and they're supposed to be paying some rebates to Nigeria. So in the process of paying that rebate, they open their doors to us. At the end of the day, you know our people, when they get there, they do as if... and another thing again is that and one thing about Nigeria is that if you close one door, UK, another door will open. So all those health workers, because by law, when they go there, they can bring their dependents. Those people that are dependent on them to take them along, like husband, like children and if they said no, because UK is also facing its own economic problem, and they are trying much as possible because they work on statistics.
They are in recession as we speak.
So with that, and they are in recession, and we are not in recession, but our own citizens is running to them. Our economics, they will balance that one, because we are not in recession. No, we are not in technical recession. They are in recession. We are still, and they are still sending goodies to us that we are not in recession. But what is important there is that I think it's the high time that there are going to be other laws. Don't forget that America also have some certain whatever, but one way or the other, Nigerians still know one way. But what is important there is this: I think Nigeria would still just their international passport, look at the other ways. But what is important is that if Nigeria is so better, we shouldn't be going to a country that is in recession. So far we are now going. That means there's something good about their own recession. Maybe I will pray that their own recession, that they can see accommodate more people coming to their country, is what should be praying for. But for me, it's a very good thing. At least one way or the other, they have to take care of themselves.
That's true, right? Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Shopito, we know the UK is not the first time they are talking about, there are too many people, especially migrants. Nigerians. Okay, so this is a new development. No more dependents, coming with you as a health worker. What do you think?
It was always coming. It was just a matter of time. When these countries come out with policies, I always say that it's backed by research and data. They look, and they are trying to achieve a very specific economic or developmental or societal objective. So when they came out and they losing their borders, and everybody was rushing over, there was a time that they even came to Nigeria to recruit. Yes. So at that point, they needed it. They looked at the numbers and realized that they needed migrant workers. Don't forget Brexit. It's still not that long ago. Yeah. So Brexit left them in a situation where they had labor shortages, significant, severe labor shortages, because before Brexit, they were part of the EU, and people from other member states in the EU could, without necessarily needing a work permit, work in the UK. And then once they exited the EU after Brexit, that was no longer applicable. So a lot of people from EU territories, I don't want to mention any name now, and also from Eastern Europe, had to leave or could no longer work, or their status changed from legal to illegal, as case may be, depending on what those people did. So in that situation, they needed people to come. So they opened their borders. And when they opened their borders, made it easy. They even created new schemes and new programs to bring in different people from different sectors. Now, one, they are achieving those objectives already. The labor issues are no longer as bad as they were then. And two, like you said, they're in a recession, which means they may no longer be able to support as many mouths as they were doing before. Now, Mr. Adigbenro jokingly said something, and it's true. Here we are saying that we're in growth. Nigeria is actually growing 3.4 something percent in the last quarter GDP? Of 2040, of 2023 GDP. Meanwhile, the UK is in recession, and yet we're running there. But we need to remember the relativity issue there. That even though they are in recession, let's not forget that a recession is a slowdown of growth
in the economy.
It doesn't necessarily mean that you are, everything has collapsed. It's just that you are no longer growing as fast as you were growing. So the economy is what, some trillions of dollars big. Our economy is $500 billion.
Does that definition apply to Nigeria though? Because I recall not too long ago when we had our own version of what a recession is. It's not comparable to what the UK is going through right now.
Because our economic output in the first instance was low. We're a very, very unproductive country. We're not producing anything, and I'm not talking about manufacturing. We are not. So there is no shock absorber
of any form for us
in
Nigeria.
There is no shock absorber. We're not doing anything good. There are no jobs. 33%. Look, the NBS can massage the numbers as much as they like. They can change we can see. I conduct interviews every day for clients, recruitment interviews. The employment market is full of human beings. So when we talk about our own situation, a $500 billion economy cannot be equated to an economy that is trending in trillions of dollars, several multiple trillions. So if you are having a slowdown in that economy and you are having a marginal growth in this economy, you can imagine it cancels out. It's nothing. So that's the reality. So they can't support the extra amount, and they said, okay, we still need you, but we don't need the additional wahala that comes with you. So you can come if you want. So and people will have to make their choices. When there will be a time, they will change it again. You will see. Yes. Maybe 2 or 3 years from now, might even be next year. They will say, okay, bring your dependents, because their situation may change, and they may. So these things are fluid. If you are planning to travel, go based on the applicable rules today, because the thing can change. Tomorrow now, they might say they don't even want anybody again. So these things change based on the objectives.
Okay, well, that's how the case stands at the moment. Okay, so if you're going over, migrating to the United Kingdom as a caregiver, a health worker, you are in that line, just know that your dependents will not be able to follow, as we have seen happen, in recent years. It is what it is, but I know Nigerians have already started looking at other countries they can go to. Well, let me just give you this update. Finland, visa is free. Okay, they are looking for you. Go there. Okay. For those who insist they cannot stay in Nigeria, other country, anywhere at all.
Ghana is there,
like, all right, people actually migrating to Libya. To Libya.
Benin Republic is there, Ghana is there, Togo is there, Kosovo is there. In fact, there is a direct bus from
it's not that kind of anywhere, Mr. Adegbenro.
All right, it is well with us all. Okay.